Hello everyone. Bitcoin breaking 18k right now. Let's check out my trades, Massimo. Hello everyone, good morning. We're going to check out Bitcoin, where I would be buying, and be careful buying everything here because it can get lower. 11k. The market is crashing. Let's check 11k. The market is crashing. Let's check it out. Look at this. Bitcoin just broke 18k. It bounced very strong back to 19k, but the volume, it's still dropping like crazy. And it's actually, I see a giant descending wedge here. Everyone seeing this? This descending kind of triangle that's playing out here. This one actually, with a lot of supports down here. Interesting. 11k, these are my targets, 14k and 11k. 19k was also a target, but it just went straight through it, Bitcoin. I know, crazy. I bought 5.5 BNB. I'm only buying Bitcoin at the moment. I'm going to start stacking as much Bitcoin as possible here. If 18k breaks, it's just very bad for the long-term health of Bitcoin. Yeah, a lot of people going short. I wouldn't go short right now. I wouldn't be going short. Slavic will be coming soon. Don't go short here. The time to short was at 69k. These are the times to be buying. 19,800 was the one target, 14,000, 11,000. We had a big bounce back. Look at this on the 15 minutes. What started this drop is here. Someone sold at this point on this 15-minute candle. There was a massive sell. Huge. It was 29,000 Bitcoin got sold. So someone got massively liquidated. You can see here about at 2:45 a.m. So around, what is it now? It's in America 4:45. So 2 hours ago, someone had a 30,000 Bitcoin liquidation, and that's what set off this massive destruction. Bitcoin just getting annihilated. Then we had a big spike down to 18,700. I bought around 500,000 Young Millionaire. But see, you're trying to time the bottom. My strategy is buy 500,000 before, 500,000 at 19k, 500,000 14k, 500,000 at 11k. Because what happens if it doesn't go to 12k and it starts and you miss the bottom? This is my strategy. But 12k is very possible. A big target here from this giant support there. The connection, really? The connection is glitching? Why is that? 0 FPS. Okay, we're back. So when I'm switching screens, it's disconnecting, right? That sucks when I'm switching. But yesterday it worked beautifully. Very weird. So did you see when I was sharing my screen? Turn off Wi-Fi. Okay, let's turn off Wi-Fi. Okay, were you able to see my screen? It's disconnecting and reconnecting a lot. What's going on? Okay, wait, if I switch screen now, are you going to be able to see my charts? Okay, testing, are you able to see the charts, guys? Are you able to see the charts? Yep. Okay, it's when I turned off Wi-Fi, you were able to see the charts. Okay, beautiful. So, yeah, this is the supports, 14k, 11k, and this is the 84% drop will take us to 11k. If it follows the drop that we had in 2018, the same drop, 2018, was 84%. Could you see it just then when I showed this 84% charts? Good morning, Leonard. Well, Samir, I actually didn't before the drop. I called the drop when I was on the plane. I said, Bitcoin, warning, get the fuck out. So it's always changing, Samir. Like I react based off what the technicals are telling me, which changes. If you're doing technical analysis and you think like what you're seeing now isn't going to change, that's not technical analysis. It's seeing proper probabilities. If 18K breaks, I believe most likely we're going to 11K. But if 18K breaks, it's going to lose a lot of confidence in Bitcoin. People are really like, they're not going to believe ever it's a store of value again. And that's the problem. I think it can, what I'm doing is I'm buying here. I bought at 22. I'm going to buy it at 18, 14, 11. That's where I'm going to buy it all the way down. So if you have if you have $1,000, don't put $1,000 in right now. If you have $1 million, don't put $1 million. No, Elliot, I sold my cake a long time ago at around $9.40 when they changed the APY. Thank God, because after that it got destroyed. I made a video on it when I sold cake because of the APY change. I think 11K, 12K very possible for Bitcoin right now. Like, it erases the full. If you see this 84% drop in 2018, this one, if we have the same drop again, this 2018 we went from here, 84% drop was bottoming out at around 4,000, 3,800. If we have the same thing happen now, the drop at 84% will be 11K. We have a support here though. We have a strong support around here at 17,700 is also a very strong support. But 19,000 was a very strong support. That was the previous all-time high. And it didn't even hold on for a few seconds. It just went straight through 19,000. That's why I'm very worried at the moment. Like here, you can see that was the previous all-time high. This 19,675. And it just went right through it. Like, it didn't even stop, not for a 15-minute candle. No bounce at all through it. It just went straight through that 19K. By the way, Bitcoin wants to liquidate Celsius. I agree. I think when they put these big areas where they're saying that they're going to be liquidated, that's when usually they target those areas. Yeah, dollar cost average is the best strategy. 12K is 85% drop from the top, which is normal in every bear market. I agree. My stop loss, I closed my trade on Bitcoin. Here you can see I've got a trade. The only trade I opened was this Gala trade, which I set yesterday in yesterday's live. It automatically executed at 54 cents, at 0.054. Now we're sitting at 0.052, and the liquidation, the stop loss is at 0.05. That's it. I've got assets in here, $172,000. I've got 56,000 USDT, 51,000 USDC, and Bitcoin. I've got 2 Bitcoin, 39,000. Unfortunately, it doesn't flip to the side. I keep an eye on Michael Saylor, 130K Bitcoin on margin, set price alerts at Tether in case of a DPEG. Yeah, it can be very, if Michael Saylor starts getting liquidated, my God. And I'm pretty sure now is the time that he's going to start getting liquidated. Could everyone see my charts the entire time? Has it been lagging like before? Everyone, were you able to see my charts, or was it lagging? Okay, beautiful. Jump back in at 18,500. Nice. A lot of VCs are targeting 18K to start buying. I was just listening to some VC friends, and they're really getting very interested at 18K, but they also believe that if it breaks 18K, they're very worried about this. Dollar cost averaging starts now. Yes, I agree. But make sure you can go all the way down to 10K with your dollar cost averaging. The supports are where I showed on the blue lines. The supports are here. 17. Here are supports. I need to zoom out so you can actually see them. These are support lines, 14K, 11K, and there's also a very big support here at 17K. So if you're dollar cost averaging, make sure you have the ability to go down to these levels. Don't go in. Okay, and let's see, like, if we zoom in on the 15 minutes, we're super oversold. I mean, very like panic selling oversold. On the stochastic, on the RSI, 15 minutes greatly oversold, hourly greatly oversold, 4 hourly greatly oversold, daily insanely oversold on the daily, weekly all-time new low on the RSI and stochastic. Everyone, look at this. Actually, not really. We had, yeah, actually, I think it is. On the stochastic and RSI, we have an all-time new low on the stochastic and RSI, everyone. You seeing this? Even worse than 2017-18. On the monthly, On the monthly, we're not. In 2018, we also had an all-time low here on the stochastic. But right now, we're all-time low on the RSI. So this can get much worse. So be careful, everyone. This is not normal times. The stock market's also getting decimated. We're in a recession. So risky assets during a recession are not, in my opinion, a safe bet. Yeah, 800 billion was the target. Crazy. Total market cap is now 800 billion. You think if I have to retrace back down further, I think we can go to 17,500, 14,000, 16,000, 11,000. In my opinion, 11,000 is hopefully worst case scenario. Everyone, smash up the thumbs up button on your phone down there. Let's get thousands of people. And if you want to trade, I'm using Bybit to trade. So I'm trading on Bybit, which is underneath the video. In the description, you can see the link to Bybit. I'm using Bybit to be trading. Also, I took a poll yesterday. Would you rather buy Bitcoin at 69K or $21,000? Now it should actually be 19,000. We're in extreme fear on Bitcoin. I think it's even lower. If someone can pull up the most updated extreme fear, now we're at 9 on the extreme fear. The lunar crash changed the chart parameters. I don't see all charts working that well. I think it was more because of the amount of money they printed. So that set us on a different trajectory. That's why we can pull back a lot worse than people think. Like, that's why on charting you need to be careful. If we erase the entire print, say we take out, and a lot of stocks erased their entire print, right? In March 2020, it started printing. The Burr machine, the Fed started manipulating the markets, which is never a good thing to do, because that's, when you do that, when you stop, you automatically go back to where the manipulation started. And that happened in March 2020. So here, we went from, March 2020, we went from a low on March 2020 during COVID of 3,400. Then the printer started and we went all the way up to 69K. Now we've come all the way down to 18,000. Before the March 2020 COVID crash, we were here at 10,700. So that's a very big target. But a lot of stocks also erased the entire gains. Like, let's look at Facebook, for example. Facebook completely erased the entire COVID, it's almost back at COVID levels. And for Uber, also the same. Uber is almost back at COVID levels. March 2020, Facebook was down all the way down to 137. Now we're sitting at 163. And you can see the same thing. After the printing machine started, we went from 137 all the way up to 300, 400 on Facebook. And then Facebook, when they stopped the printing and inflation, it dropped all the way. It's almost back to March 2020 COVID levels. It's below pre-COVID Facebook. And this is the same. Look at Uber. We can do the same for Uber. These are some of the biggest stocks in the world. Uber, the March 2020 crash was $13. Before the pandemic, it was at $42. And one of the lows was around 21. And now we've erased that entire pump. When they started printing, we went all the way up to $65 and now have come back all the way to $21. That's my worry. This is not just Bitcoin. This is not just crypto. This is everything. Fear and greed is at 6. Cheap can go cheaper. Look at Apple. James still never saw it. I know Apple can drop a lot more. When will it be 11K? All the gurus going to say that 1,500 very possible scenario. It's everything. You can't say, but it's happening very quickly. This correction is insanely quick. Slavic will be coming soon. I think he's either at the gym or still sleeping. He was messaging me before. I did, James, like and share. Love you too, Vulcan. Thank you. There is no way under 13K. Don't say this. And here we have Slavic entering the building. Good morning.
Oh shit, man, what is happening here? Fuck, we are all on the phones the whole time, man. This is crazy what is happening, right?
Already 18K.
18K?
18,800.
18,800, yeah, man. Oh shit. How we doing?
Yes, Dragonos, we'll go through the targets again. What do you think, Slavic, about this whole thing?
Well, I'm only preparing. I bought. I'm very happy because the more we are going down, the hugest opportunity. I bought another 50K of Ethereum, 100K of Ethereum, and I just buying, and I said I'm right now in a long position on Ethereum here.
Is now long?
Yes, it's now in $200 in loss. But the stupid thing is, on this phone I'm trading. I forgot it when I was in the gym, and I opened exactly at 900 here, 990, and it goes to 1,005, and I couldn't close the trade because the phone was up. But doesn't matter. I think it will go up again. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I think it's very bad. I think we can go worse than most people expect, like under 9K. Look what happened in the last few days.
Should we make another bet?
Yeah, remember? Everyone remember I had a bet with Slavic that we wouldn't break 26,000. I lost that bet.
Let's make another bet.
When is the new supermoon? Someone asked Slavic. John Beamer asked Slavic, when is the new supermoon? The supermoon didn't do shit for Bitcoin. Fuck, it actually went the other way.
No, but the supermoon is actually this. We were in a supermoon.
And no pump.
But people don't understand.
It pumped the wrong way.
Yes, it pumped. But in July we have another supermoon.
Okay, guys, if you just joined, everyone share this video, share to Facebook, share to your WhatsApp, go down, just click share and go WhatsApp, say join this live. Let's get thousands of people in this live. These are my targets for Bitcoin, these blue lines, and this is where I'm buying. So if you just join right now, this is where I'm buying, but don't put, this is what I'm doing with my money, guys. You have to always make your own due diligence. I don't want you to blame me for what you're doing. Like, I'm buying here, I'm deploying millions of dollars, but I'm doing it in laddering. So I bought around 300,000 here. I'm going to buy 200,000 here, 300,000 here, 300,000 here. So I'm going to be buying millions worth of Bitcoin, but at these targets. And why do I have these targets? If you zoom out, you can see where I'm getting these targets from. So let me put these targets here. So I'm going to show you how I'm drawing them. So this is the chart of Bitcoin going back to all the way like 2000 and this is the index of Bitcoin US dollar index. So it goes back the entire history. And you can see here at 19K, we had this big support back in 2018. That's when we reached the all-time high. So that was a big support, except Bitcoin had no support there. Today it just went straight through it. Another major support is here, the all-time high in 2019. That was the high in 2019, not all-time high, high in 2019 at 14,000. So that is also a support line, 13,700. And then we have another support. We also have a support at 1,700, but a very weak one at 1,700. You can see here when we were running up, that was also a support. And then you can see we had another big support down here at 10K. And this is, in my opinion, on technical analysis, this is the main support. This 10,600. You can see here many times it touches this. This is the strongest support we have at 10,600. But it can get worse. And this 10,600, it lines up with 2017, 18, 19. We had the drop from the all-time high of 19,000 all the way down to 3,400, right? That was an 84% drop. You can see here, 84% drop. And the same thing can happen now. If we have the same 84% drop for Bitcoin, that will put us, 84% drop will take us to, I'm doing this all from my phone, everyone, the trading, the videos, so bear with me. 84% drop will take us here, 10,900. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy millions, but I'm going to buy here, 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 laddering down. Don't go, if you have, and the same thing applies. If you have $1,000, don't put $1,000 all at one go. Put 1,000, 100, 100, or 300, 300, 300. If you have $1 million, 300,000, 300,000, 300. If you have $10,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. If you have, you get my point. Don't put it all at one go. It can get lower. Hopefully, was there any disconnection or worked through all those charts? Everyone saw my targets. We'll buy some Bitcoin at 15K this weekend, then sell it at 19K, then buy at 12K and sell it at 350K. Nice strategy, young millionaire. In July Supermoon, I was short every coin, James and Slavic. Yeah, Supermoon is not nice. Who is selling at these levels? It is a bot trading that is dumping when the price gets triggered. What I think is happening is a lot of companies now, a lot of these lending platforms, they're all getting liquidated. They're all getting liquidated. So this isn't normal people selling. These are big companies getting liquidated everywhere. Like, you're just hearing about AC3 and Michael Saylor, but there's tens of thousands of crypto companies that have long positions, that have leverage, that borrowed against Bitcoin. There's so many companies that borrowed against Ethereum. They're getting liquidated left, right, and center.
Michael Saylor will get soon liquidated.
if Michael Saylor gets liquidated, then we can really come down to that, the 2000.
But just imagine how nice it would be if Michael Saylor would get liquidated. Guys, just imagine he buys our Bitcoins and then we can buy all his Bitcoins. Just imagine, it would be the best thing which could ever happen.
No.
Yes.
So, okay, why it's good is that you get to buy Bitcoin cheap if Michael Saylor gets liquidated.
And
why it's bad,
Ethereum, all this
but why it's bad is no one's going to trust Bitcoin for like 10 years.
No, not 10 years.
People won't trust it for a long time.
Not 10 years.
Okay, imagine you...
This technology is established, bro.
Yes, but people believe Bitcoin was a store of value, right? They said, oh, and people moved their entire, like all Russians, Ukrainians, like people all around the world started moving their life savings. The entire country has their money in Bitcoin now. And then it drops from 70K. That means if they put $1 million, they have left $150,000, you know? And this happened to people's real money, like their life savings. That's that's why we don't want it to drop that low. If we don't hold 18K, it's a many-year bear market. I saw it in 2017-18 when it broke. When it came so low, everyone they really didn't believe Bitcoin again for a very long time.
So I personally would be very, very happy because we could buy.
It's a good long-term investment.
Very cheap.
It's a very good long-term investment. Good morning, Eugene from South Carolina. My entries are all the way down TYCY. I've got these entries. Where is your entry, Slavik? Where are you trying to pick up Bitcoin?
Wait a minute, I'll show you.
We're holding, right now, Bitcoin is holding 19K, pretty good.
18,600, 18,300. This is my entry position. If we break 18,300, we are going down to 14K the next.
If we break 18,300, we're going to 14K.
Yes, this is the next biggest spot, but I will check it right now.
I'm hoping worst case scenario, Khalid, that we go down to 9K. Worst case scenario. Like, no, you can't say that. Very, very bad case scenario is 9K. Worst case scenario is 3,400, the low of COVID March 2020, which a lot of stocks went to. I don't think that happens. That's like very, very unlikely, but possible. Under that, I don't see it happening going down 13,400. But where I'm buying is 17K, 14K, 13K, 11K, 9K. And the more it goes down, the bigger the size that I'm going to be buying. Right now, I have these positions, everyone. So I have here in this account, I have 172,000. I've got 2 Bitcoin in here. The rest is US dollars. In this account, I have in Binance, which is down crazy, $13,000 down today. I have $263,000 in here, and I've got Bitcoin, 9.2 Bitcoin. So I've got 9.2 Bitcoin, 176, which I bought at 22,000. So quite a big drop, 9.2 Bitcoin. And I've got also in here 83,000, 84,000 US dollars. I've got trades open to buy Bitcoin at 13.5, 13.5, 10. I'm going to set more orders here. 17,700. But I really believe we're going down to, I think we're really going to be going down to 13 and 10K. It's dropping too quick. But okay, let's set some for 17,700.
Let's make another bet.
It's too crazy, too volatile. 17,700. Buying 1 Bitcoin here. So I'm setting orders to buy Bitcoin. Also on Bybit, I'm going to set orders to buy Bitcoin. If you want to trade, use this link down below under the video. If you sign up to Bybit using this link, there's a bonus. And there's an $8 million trading competition. So make sure you use this link under the video to sign up to Bybit. And also you can see my Bitcoin ALTCOIN live tutorial video where it teaches you how to use Bybit. You can win $50,000 on Femex and Crypto Master Course. These are the links that I'm showing on the video. So I'm going to be buying, I've got orders, where do I have orders? So I've got an order here for Bitcoin at 13,000. Let's put an order also at 17,700. 17,700. Buying 1 Bitcoin. So I'm setting orders as we come down. Setting an order also at 13,793. 13,793. It doesn't let me do sideways on Bybit. I don't know why. So I'm buying 13,793, buying 1 Bitcoin. So I've got buy orders for Bitcoin. You're seeing me set them over on Bybit. Again, Bybit is the best because you saw how quick I just set buy orders for Bitcoin using this link. Okay, let's go back to your chat. Could you see everything I was just showing you, everyone? Buying on Bybit, where I'm going to be buying. Did it lag or it showed? Can we do a quick trade on Bitcoin? Where I would do, okay, if I was going to do a 50, let me read some of your chat. So I would look where to do a quick trade. I don't think you can go below 13K. I agree, but possible. Altcoins will take over. What's your take on Solana? James used the full moon on the charts. The full moon didn't help at all. Usually it does. I made a video a long time ago where I showed what the full moon does, and it actually does work. It was crazy, but this time, no. Thank you guys. It was working fine in the chat. 5-year bear market. Unfortunately, I think 3-year, 2-year, 3-year bear market if Bitcoin breaks 18K. New lockdowns coming, which means further dumping. Yeah, without being able to print with lockdown, my God, this could get so terrible. It's true, in the UK, in Germany, they're saying, in UK no, but in Germany, they're talking about locking down again. Red t-shirt because of the drop. Unfortunately, when we have the big drops, I just wore the red t-shirt without even thinking. Bitcoin is supposed to, BNB, Binance is going to 131 in my opinion. So, okay, where I would open, let's answer the first question, where I would open a trade on Bitcoin. I would open the trade on Bitcoin. If you're going to do a bounce trade, oh, that's difficult. There's no major support till 17K. Here is one. So if you wanted to, you could open, like now you could open a trade with a very tight stop loss, right? With your liquidation price, you could be, I would most likely be short Bitcoin though. I would open, these are the trades that I would be setting. I would set a trade here like this for Bitcoin shorting, risking 659 to make 1,451. That's like a trade that you could possibly take to the next support. You could do a long on Bitcoin with a very tight stop. If Bitcoin gets a bounce, you could also go long here, but with a very tight stop, the same, but in reverse. So you could go long here on Bitcoin because it's unknown which direction it takes, in my opinion. If this is the bottom, then you can get a big bounce. So this is the long that I would take, which is risking $440 to make $825. See how so what you're seeing is where I'm how to set a trade. So what you're seeing me do is how to set a trade. So this is a long that I would take. My stop loss would be at the bottom of this long, right? Here, underneath this support where we had this big bounce. So my stop loss would be at 18,664. My trade opening at 19,091, and the take profit at the top at this resistance, which was the previous support, 19,849. So risking $440 to make 760. A short position you could take is the reverse. So you could open a short just above the bounce back, and the target would be the bottom of this support, which would risk $358 to make $1,500. This is a nicer risk to reward, 4.34. But it's dependent on if Bitcoin bottoms. You are cringe also. Okay. It's down to 12,000 by next week. Maybe super means big. Usually, yeah, the moons is... I did once a video where every time there was a full moon, there was a pump, but don't go off the full moon, guys. Like, we had a super full moon, we had a big dump. It's not technical analysis to look at the full moon, but it's true, it does have a bounce. Morning, James. What an opportunity again today. Thank you, Abdi. Good morning. How soon will we go to 13K? What's the meaning of full moon? Okay, I don't really believe massively about full moon, but it did play a chart. I'll show you. But I don't believe using the full moon is good for TA. But there was an indicator once where you can actually see that the moon does affect it. I'm going to show you how that indicator works. Wait, how do I... Indicators? Moon. So there's a... Whoops. I think it's... No, not that one. Okay, I'll have to show you another time. There was a moon... There was an indicator that showed the moon does affect it. Okay, not this one, so it's not... Moon cycles? Let's see if it shows. So here, you can see. So this is the moon cycles, and you have, whenever you had a full moon, you had actually a pump. So you can see here, so this is the white one is the full moon. So for example, here there was a full moon and then you had this big pump. Here you had a new moon and a big drop. Here you had a full moon and a pump. Here you had a full moon and a pump. It's actually true that it affects it. Here you had a full moon and you had Bitcoin pump. Here you had a full moon and you had Bitcoin pump. Here you had a full moon and you had Bitcoin pump. Here you had a full moon and you had Bitcoin pump. I'm just showing you what the chart show. Here you had a full moon and you had Bitcoin pump. You can believe what you want, but here you can clearly see that the moon does actually have an effect on Bitcoin. I don't trade using it though, but it does actually work. Bitcoin does have pumps on those full moons. No, it does affect it, John Beamer. You just saw it. I don't use it as technical analysis though, but it does affect. Good morning, James. Who makes that dollar that others are losing when Bitcoin drops? So people that are short on Bitcoin are making money right now. And if you're going to take a short, then it would be, if you're going to take a trade, I would be targeting the short. No, I'm from Australia, 100x short. I live in Dubai now at the moment though, but I'm traveling worldwide like all the time if you're following my videos. So let's go back into, do you guys want me to analyze? Let's check out BNB because BNB is dropping like crazy. Look at BNB. A lot of the alts, look at the alts. Gala down 6%, Ape down 10%, CRV down 10%, NIR 7%. Remember, I had a big short, BNB down 7%. And look at BNB, the big support on BNB is all the way down, in my opinion, down at $136. We have a very big support on BNB where we're sitting right now, $200, but the main support is all the way down at $136. But look at that, it erased all that 2020, 2022, 2000, it erased that whole movement almost. But 136 is a very big support for BNB, and if it erases all of the COVID pump, we can go all the way down. During COVID, March 2020 was $7 BNB, but this is the big support at $26. But again, a lot of the stocks are erasing the whole drop from COVID. So we can't assume that crypto also can't erase the whole drop on COVID. How soon do we go to 13K? This correction is happening very quickly. Let's look at Solana. So where I would short Bitcoin, I showed it just before, but where I would short Bitcoin, I would open a short on Bitcoin. We're getting a bounce back right here, but I would actually be shorting Bitcoin where we're sitting. This is the short that I would take on Bitcoin. So very tight stop loss. I would choose the short take. So this is the short that I would open on Bitcoin. Should we take it? Do you guys think I should open this short on Binance, on Bybit? Do you want me to take this short on Bitcoin to 17K? What do you guys think? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Or just yes if yes and no if no. Take the short on Bybit down to 17K or don't take the short. John Beimer, no. Yes. 2 is no, but let's just say yes and no. It's easier. Yes, yes, short. Okay, let's vote everyone. Yes, yes. No, it's about, well, it's even. Yes, more towards the yes for shorting to 13K. No. Yes, no, almost even. So people don't want me to short here all long. Interesting. It's about even. Yes, yes, 3. No, no, yes, no. Slightly more to take a short, but almost even. Yes, no, no, yes, no. So I'm not going to short, guys. It's almost even. That's crazy because normally when I say to open a short or a trade, people are like, yes, open the trade, yes, open the trade. But this is almost even on the yes and the no's, which is very surprising. But if I was going to take a trade on Bitcoin, on Bybit, okay, I'm going to do it because we slightly had more yeses. But I don't like shorting Bitcoin, but it's very low risk. I'm risking. So the way I'm setting the short is this way. So my stop loss, which is the top bar, see here? And the way you do that is you click here and you go short position. So that's how I'm opening the short. So this one here, my stop loss is just below the bounce back. So just above this bounce back. We had a bounce back here. We bounced up to 19,379. So I'm going to go a bit above it. The trade opens exactly where we're sitting right now. And the take profit is this blue support line at 17,500. So that risked $245 to make $1,652. 6.72 ratio trade. So an epic ratio trade. So I'm going to actually open this short. Where we're sitting, 19,400 is going to be the stop loss. So again, if you want to trade like you're going to see me do, under the video, you go down to this link in the description, down to Bybit, you sign up. If you join my trading team, there's $8 million prize pool to be won. So we need to win this trading competition using this link down below. You also get a bonus to sign up, and you can learn everything in the crypto course. So using this Bybit link, it will give you this trading software. Now I'm going to open a short on Bitcoin, a short position. I'm going to go short on Bitcoin. I'm going to open the Bitcoin short. So I go Bitcoin USDT. I'm going to open a short where we're sitting right now. Let's see the upper end of this short, where it's been wicking around in the last 15 minutes. Yeah, right where we're sitting right now. I'm going to open a short. I'm going to open a $1,000 short with 10x leverage. Oh, let's do 10x leverage. 10x leverage. 10x leverage. Actually, let's do it's too volatile. I'm going to do a smaller short. $500 short with 10x, so it's a $5,000 trade. I'm going to open a short on Bitcoin where we're sitting right now. Look, it's pumping a little bit. Opening a short. Confirm. So I open the short on Bitcoin. It's now open. That's how quick. Now I'm going to set my take profit and my stop loss. So my take profit is the bottom of this target, 17,524, and my stop loss is 19,400. Take profit 17,524, and my stop loss is 19,450. So I'm risking $66 to make $428 per confirmed. That Bitcoin short now is $8.60 in the profits. So I opened that short just now. We're $8.40 in the profits. $9. It's a $496 short with 10x leverage. So it's a $5,000 trade. 4,932. Now we're at $13 in the profits. $16 in the profits. So that's how you short, and that's how you work out your trade, and that's how you set your stop loss and your take profit. That trade is now set. I don't do anything with that trade now. Did you see that? Was the connection working well for everyone? Could you see me set the trade on TradingView, know when I'm going to put my targets, my stop loss, and my take profit, and then open the trade on Bybit? Could everyone clearly see that, or did it lag? Beautiful. So just then you saw me work out the trade on TradingView. Where's my stop loss? Where's my take profit? Where's my opening? And you saw me open the same trade on Bybit. Stop loss, take profit, and the trade. And now that trade is set. So I can leave it. I can talk to you guys, and that trade is set. If it hits that target, it closes in the profits. If it hits the stop loss, it closes in the loss. So I'm using John Beimer. You will be liquidated in 5 minutes. Let's see. Very likely. It's now $17 in the profits of this trade. In the last few, $17.34, but the risk, it's not about if I can get liquidated very quickly, John. What it's about is the risk to reward ratio, right? Because I just risked $245 to make $1,652. That's the key. You're going to lose some trades, guys. This is something that's very important for everyone to understand. You're going to lose trades. But it's how much risk you take and how much potential profit you make. So on that trade, I'm risking, on this trade here that I just set, that you will watch me set, it's still loading here, I just risked $245 to make $1,652 per Bitcoin. So the trade now I'm risking actually $60 to make $400 and something dollars. But that's the key. It's a 6.7. Where else can you put $1 to make $6.70? That's the key. Kazuzi, it's not a casino. You're doing it you're still basing it off technical analysis and with very tight stop losses and take profits. And you can make huge amounts of money. Like in this account, I have $173,000 in here. In this account, I have in here, I have $264,000 in here, and I make most of my money from trading. And these are just some of the accounts. I actually have millions, and it's not normally this crazy, everyone. The reason it's happening like this is because Bitcoin is dropping so massively. Imagine you're able to buy Bitcoin at the bottom, and you put millions of dollars into Bitcoin at the bottom. Eventually, it's not a casino, Jesper. It's like saying the internet is a casino. The internet is real. It's like Bitcoin is it's a new technology. Eventually Bitcoin is going to be millions of dollars. And many people were saying the same thing when Bitcoin was at $1,000 to $300. Most people were saying Bitcoin is a scam at $3,000 to $1,000. Most people were saying scam at $20,000 to $3,000. Most people are saying it's a scam. You get the picture? Every single time since 2012, people have been telling me that this is a scam. This is a new technology. If you've ever sent anyone Bitcoin or USDT, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, if you comment on my videos, my team gives away every 5 times a month, they're giving away $200 to winners. You can just comment, for example, this guy comments, and you give your USDT address, and my team can just send you 200 USD across the internet in a few seconds. Vincent got $200 winning, Shortcuts got $200. You can send in a few seconds $200 for example, across the internet in a few seconds with very little fees. And you can do the same thing, but with billions of dollars. People send billions of dollars or millions of dollars of Bitcoin in a few seconds over the internet with a few cent fees. This is not a pyramid scheme. It's a world. Governments are buying Bitcoin. The Fed, the US government, is regulating Bitcoin. They don't talk about a Ponzi scheme in the politicians, in the Federal Reserve, in governments, you know. Governments don't put, this is a real technology that's on the level of the internet. If you haven't seen this yet, make sure you send someone some Bitcoin. Buy $50 of Bitcoin and send it to someone and experience the technology for yourself. And once you do, you'll never say this again. If you actually send anyone, or USDT, open Bybit, use the link down below. Open Bybit, buy $50 worth of Bitcoin or $50 worth of USDT and send it to someone. Send it to your family or a friend. And in seconds, they're going to get it with just a hash address. Can you imagine? With just a hash address, you're going to get this money across the world in a few seconds. They don't need to know your address. They don't need to know your bank details. There's no bank in the middle of this. There's no government in the middle of this. This is a revolutionary technology. John Beimer, guys, anyone that's doubting this, buy $20 worth of USDT. Send it to someone and see what this is. James Ellis, you're welcome, an awesome name. It is the future, guys. And if anyone's like, people said this about the internet. They said that the fax machine is really what you're going to use, not the internet. Like, don't make the same mistake with this new technology. And people have been telling me since 2012. When I started mining Bitcoin, it was at $100 in 2012. It went up to $1,000. It came down to $300. It went up to $20,000. It came down to $3,000. It went up to $69,000. Or $19,000. Came down to $3,400. Went up to $69,000. You get the picture. And people were rushing in to buy Bitcoin at 69 grand, right? At 69,000, everyone wanted to buy Bitcoin. Now it's down here and people are like, oh no, now I don't want to buy it. Now it's a scam. Don't keep making the same mistake every single time. So let's see what our short is doing. Our short is in the profits nicely. Let's see. So you guys, whoever voted, we're in $32. I used to make this short $496, and now we made $30 so far. Thank you very much for everyone that's made this $33, but this is a short. And the only reason that or $40 now, we're in the profits $39, which has just happened in a few seconds, which is beautiful. And I can close this. I just click close, and I get this profit. It's real money. My Gala trade is down $45. But if it hits the target, if Bitcoin hits this target, which I've got the take profit already set, if Bitcoin hits this target, I will make $428 on profits on this trade. It's a very low leverage trade. Exactly, John Beimer. To put the banking system in everyone's pocket. It's so powerful. Like, it takes away all banks, all governments, everyone. Do you have any questions you want me to analyze any altcoins, guys? Because we've been talking almost 46 minutes. Let's have a quick, anything you would want, any questions, anything you want to know about me, know about what I'm doing. Bybit is the 3rd biggest exchange in the world, sometime. It's like, it's like where you trade, where you buy altcoins, Bitcoins. It's just like where you trade, where you buy, where I like. Bybit has never been hacked. It's the 3rd biggest exchange in the world. I personally know the founder, Ben. from Singapore. I've met him multiple times. He's a really good guy. They have 2,000 employees. They have billions of dollars in treasury. That's why I push Bybit, because they're a really good exchange. It's the third biggest exchange in the world. I don't tell you to use I also show you that I use Binance. For example, Binance is the biggest exchange in the world where you buy and trade Bitcoin. And I have in here $264,000. So I use Bybit, I use Binance, I use Cracking. Those are the main three that I use. Bybit and Femex. I use 4 main exchanges. So it's no scam. It would have been gone a long time ago. Exactly. Okay, let's look at CRV. I heard all the big banks are going to sell Bitcoin at 10K. The banks are buying here. The retail is panicking and selling. The liquidations are selling, but the banks do not sell here. The big money is buying here. Do you think Coinbase will go bankrupt and keep their customers' funds? Greedy, I don't think they'll go bankrupt. They're a publicly traded company. They're worth billions. They can raise billions if they need. They can take loans. They're a publicly traded US stock company. They're publicly in the S&P. I'm not sure, are they in the S&P 500? But they're a publicly traded company, so very, very unlikely they'll go bankrupt. It's possible, but very unlikely. And because it's a publicly traded company, I'm pretty sure they'll have to give back all the money that is in the account. Okay, let's look at quickly Curve. I don't use eToro. I never really used eToro. I could contact them and check it out, but I never use it, so I don't know. I really like Binance. My favorite is Bybit because it's trying to compete with Binance. Because Binance is number 1, Bybit is number 3. So they have very low fees. They're very fast. That's why I like Bybit. And I know the owner of Bybit. You can have customer support with Bybit. You can talk to a real person instantly. Binance, you can never talk to anyone. That's why I don't. Binance is also good. I use them, but I'd much rather... Nexo, if you have money staked on Nexo, be very careful. All these staking platforms are breaking. All the staking platforms, all the lending platforms, if you do not hold your own cryptocurrency, the big exchanges, Bybit and Binance, in my opinion, are safe. Coinbase is safe, but it's best, most of my money is held privately. So make sure you hold your keys. If it's not your keys, it's not your money. Remember this. But Bybit, Femex, Binance, they're the biggest exchanges. They're not going to go away. It's very difficult for them to go away. They make a lot of money, like they're billion-dollar companies. It's not like if Bitcoin drops, they go bankrupt. They're exchanges, so they actually make money when people are buying and selling Bitcoin. It's not like something where they lose. If when Bitcoin's dropping, they don't lose. Exchange is actually making money. Yeah, eToro I never really used, Andy, but Andy is saying the fees are ridiculous. Bybit's fees are very cheap. That's why I use them, and it's instantaneous. Let's check it out. Short. Our short is now $37 in the profits. Nice. $43 in the profits. Bitcoin is really I'm happy now. I'm losing millions of dollars because here I have 9 Bitcoin, but I'm a venture capitalist in crypto space. So I have millions of dollars that is locked up in venture capitalist projects that is vesting over many years. So I'm happy that I'm making $45 because Bitcoin's dropping because we opened this short, but I'm losing millions of dollars because of all my venture capitalist positions in crypto companies, which I'm going to hold on to most of them for the long term. My VC positions, I'm not selling. Magicraft, MCRT, I haven't sold $1 of Magicraft. I own all my tokens. I haven't sold any MCRT. No, Magicraft is not dead. We have a massive treasury. We're working with one of the biggest studios, Devoted Studios, which is building Xbox games. We're building this game. The MVP is very soon. And our goal is to make a play-to-earn game that's really a play-to-earn game. These are some of the designs of the characters from inside the game now. It's super high quality. We're building a real play-to-earn game. This is what the inside the game inventory screen looks like, where you choose your character, choose your inventory. So the game is coming around nicely. We're building. These are 3D models of the characters. So this is what the characters will look like in the game. This is what they're going to actually look like inside the game. We're building, and we have a big treasury to build. 100x short. I started when I was 14 years old. I started with $2,000 actually. I had $2,000 from, I think it was all my savings or my birthday present when I was 14. But back then I was trading on Forex. I was trading Forex. I wasn't trading cryptocurrency. But why Magicraft keep going down till we're unlocked and you go out? My tokens, I already have millions. I have like millions of tokens. I self-funded Magicraft. My tokens are already unlocked. Like 30% of all my tokens are unlocked, and I have millions of them. I'm not selling. I'm going to sell Magicraft when it's a top 10 market cap coin, when it's like $5 per MCRT. I started when, what is the bottom for Bitcoin? ASD. I think these are the targets from the Bitcoin bottom. So in my opinion, this is where Bitcoin can bottom. Here, like if we zoom out, these are the targets. 17K, 14K, 11K. Let's look at our Bybit trade. $40. Billy Bob, you sounded like I sounded in 2014. All YouTube are recommending, no, DCA means you buy as it comes down. So you shouldn't be wrecked if you're DCAing, because, I mean, I didn't recommend to DCA until 22K, or I was buying a little bit, but I sold everything on November 11th if you followed my videos, and then I've been buying all the way down. Can you send me some money if you are rich? If you comment on the video below in the comment section after the video is uploaded, comment down below that you want to win some money. I'm going to send USDT to someone. MCRT staking is safe. We have a massive treasury. We have our developers. We're building the epic game. We're not going away anyway. It doesn't matter if it's a bear market, bull market. We're building, and our goal is to build the #1 play to earn game. We're heavily capitalized. We have 30-something VCs. We've massively capitalized, so we're good to go. We're going to build through this entire bear market. I'm holding 2 Bitcoin. Should I sell now and buy again at 10K? The time to sell was at 69K. Very good question, Francisco. The time to sell was at 69K. Selling now is not smart. In my opinion, we're very close to the bottom. What MCRT bottom? When will it stop dropping? When Bitcoin stops dropping, the altcoins will stop dropping. That's the time. When Bitcoin stops dropping, the altcoins will stop dropping. Until then, but a lot of the altcoins are actually holding up really nicely. Like MCRT hasn't been dropping much the last times Bitcoin has been dropping. But why Magicraft? James, how much money did you start with at the beginning? 2K when I was 14 years old. Magicraft is so freaking cool. I'm a gamer, so I was playing games my whole life. I played Lineage 2, World of Warcraft. I'm going to be building some epic stuff. $800 billion can be the bottom, you said. I agree. The market cap is 800 billion, so I'm going to show that. The opinion, what happened to all the technical analysis? They changed Kazizas. Like, if you followed my videos, I sold on November 11th, then I was small trading with very small trades the entire time. And then I started buying big at 22K. That's the only time I really deployed hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I was warning before the big drop from $28,000. I made a warning when I was on the plane. Who watched that warning? Where I said, waterfall sell-off, Bitcoin danger, Ethereum altcoins danger. I made it on the plane before the Bitcoin drop. By the time I landed, the drop had already happened. I'm doing very good, 666. Thank you very much. The MVP of the game is coming very close. Kenneth, keep commenting. The MVP of the game is going to be in the next month or two. So we're very close to the MVP coming. So that's the first playable version of the game, and it's going to be epic. Thank you very much, ELM. My friend Baba Naga says 18K is coming since the next few months. He seems to be right. 18K is very possible the bottom. It's a possibility. We're very close to 18K. We actually came down today to 18,680. So very possible. But in my opinion, the bottom will be these blue lines is where I'm buying. I'm going to be buying millions of dollars of Bitcoin down these blue lines. So here, 100, half a million. I'm going to be buying millions going down here. I'll deploy around 2 million into Bitcoin going down, and then I'm going to see if we go lower. 9K is even possible, but those are my targets, these blue lines. Jasper James called the top. MCRT has a big future. You can see the progress on the characters. I know, if you've been watching my videos, everyone's been... How cool has it been, you watching the 2D... Like, first we had 2D drawings that were designed by artists, just drawings. Then we've had 3D designs. Then we had 3D animations. Now we have in-game animations with very high... Like, it's so cool watching the game come to life. And the game, what Magicraft is, MCRT, it's the first real play-to-earn game. The first game that's really, we're competing with World of Warcraft. It's going to be like a style of World of Warcraft Lineage 2. Is CRV a decent buy? CRV has been holding up quite well on these drops. The altcoins are holding up well on these drops recently. CRV, the time to buy CRV is these support lines. 39 cents. We've got a very big support line where we're sitting right now, but only if Bitcoin stops dropping. If it doesn't stop dropping, CRV's got more to drop. If Bitcoin can hold here, this is a very strong support line where we're sitting right now. And Bitcoin dropped massively today, but CRV didn't drop that bad. It went from CRV dropped from 67 cents to 58 cents. It didn't drop that bad today, like 10% around. But Bitcoin dropped massively, so that's showing that we're close to a bottom, but the real bottom on CRV is down here, 38 cents, in my opinion. How far will Bitcoin go down? I'm in JBR at the moment, love Dubai. Stephen, awesome. Should come visit in Address Skyview. Da Vinci does a lot of meetups all the time in Address Skyview. And JBR is amazing. I love it. I love Dubai as well. The liquidation will cause mass sells. It's very possible, Richard. And that's why I think we could have these spikes down to 13K, 11K. That's why I have these big buy orders down there. James, you always talk about stop loss, take profit. Do you also have opinion on when to use leverage? Yes, when you're close to the bottom, it's nice to go big leverage. But say this trade, which is now up $33, it's a 10x leverage trade. So because it's closer to where it could be the bottom, where like it's a very tight stop loss, it's easier to do a very high leverage. But if you don't want to ever get liquidated or hit your stop loss, you need to do very low leverage. Only, in my opinion, I only do high leverage when I can take a very little risk and massive potential gain. Then I use higher leverage, and usually maximum 10. Sometimes I go higher if it's a very high risk to reward ratio trade. Yes, I'm in that Gala trade that I set yesterday. It already opened. It's down $48. That Gala trade opened yesterday. It's a $2,000 trade. That Gala trade opened yesterday, down $48. When Bitcoin dropped, Gala executed. MCRT, see you at $5. That's our goal. What is your next travel destination? Very good question, Bojan. I want to go to Italy, I think, in the next few weeks. Amazing. The team is building amazing project. Much love to the MCR team. Thank you so much, Abdi. I'm going to pass it on. Yeah, the team is working full time. They're amazing. I love them. We have smart contract developers. We have a huge studio. We have graphic designers, artists, social media managers. It's not me. I'm just the founder. Like, we have CEO, CTO. We have amazing people building such an epic project. No, and Andre, I sold my staking in Cake at $9.40 because they changed the APY on Cake. That's why I sold it. If you're holding Cake now, the time to sell was around $9.40. I wouldn't be selling it now. That's why, everyone, you really need to follow my live trades, the join button down below. Because you need to know because I'm buying and selling a lot in my videos, but I also do it outside of my videos. I can't make a video every single time I make a trade. That's why I have my live trades, the join button. Raj, you should come to the United Kingdom, Jamie. It would be awesome to come there, Raj. I've never been to the UK. Do you know what the Great Reset is? Once you know what that is, you'll know what's happening. I do, Richard. I've heard it, and it's very possible that they're wiping out everyone's accounts. It's very possible they're doing that right now. That's why I'm laddering down. Don't go all in, guys, in stocks, in cryptos. This can get worse. We are in a massive recession, so be very careful. I love you all. Comment when this video goes live. We've been 1 hour talking right now. Comment on the video down below. You're so amazing. Thank you all for amazing live. I'll go live more often, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. Comment down below. Take the crypto master course. You're the best. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's do lives more, and I'll see you again. Learn a lot from me. If you're panicking, if you've lost a lot, don't worry. I lost millions in 2017. Do not panic. Crypto is a long-term thing. If you learn from your mistakes, make more capital, buy the bottom as much as you can. Don't give up, guys. This is a long-term thing. And if you keep going, if you keep working hard, if you keep learning, you can make millions. And I do all of this from my phone. If you follow my videos, I travel the world doing this from my phone, and you can as well. My goal is financial abundance for you all. I'm already multi-millionaire. I do this because I want to teach as many people this and teach my lessons. So I don't want people to lose all their money and gamble and be very careful. Always tight stop losses, low leverage, tight. Don't go all in. Dollar cost average down. Love you all. Have an amazing day. This is James from Crypto Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.